Did you know that up to 80% of Black women will develop fibroids by the age of 50? Many of us suffer in silence, unaware that simple diet and lifestyle changes can help manage this condition. Let's break it down. Fibroids are non-cancerous tumors that grow in the uterus, causing heavy bleeding, pain, and even fertility issues. Studies show that African women are disproportionately affected, but the good news is that what you eat and how you live can make a big difference. In this video, we'll explore research-backed natural ways to manage fibroids effectively. You know, for years I struggled with fibroids. The heavy periods, the cramps, the bloating, it felt like an unwelcome visitor that just wouldn't leave. I felt so alone, like my body was betraying me. But then I learned something that changed everything. Food is medicine. What we put into our bodies has the power to heal, to nourish, and yes, even to fight back against conditions like fibroids. So let's talk about some of these powerful foods. Foods that are like superheroes in disguise, just waiting to be invited to your plate. First up, we have cruciferous vegetables. Now don't let the fancy names scare you. These are our everyday heroes like fluted pumpkin leaves, the ones we use to make our delicious soups. They're packed with compounds that help detoxify excess estrogen, which, as we know, can fuel fibroid growth. Think of it like this. These vegetables help to balance out our hormones, creating a less hospitable environment for those pesky fibroids to thrive. And it's not just about the pumpkin leaves. Oh no, we've got African spinach, jute leaves, bitter leaf, even cabbage and turnip greens, all readily available in our local markets. These are our local warriors, ready to fight for our well-being. And speaking of warriors, let's not forget about vitamin D. Sunshine is truly our friend, and not just because it brightens our day. Vitamin D, which our bodies make when exposed to sunlight, has been linked to reduced fibroid growth. Soaking up some sun, safely of course, can be a delicious way to support our bodies. And if you're looking for a delicious way to boost your vitamin D intake, look no further than eggs, fatty fish, and even fortified plant-based milk. These are simple additions to our diets that can make a world of difference. Now let's talk about fiber, the unsung hero of a healthy gut. Fiber is like a broom sweeping out toxins and excess hormones that can contribute to fibroid growth. And where do we find this magical fiber? In our beloved whole grains like millet, sorghum, and brown rice. These are the staples of our ancestors, the foods that kept them strong and healthy. And let's not forget our African leafy greens bursting with fiber and flavor. Finally, let's talk about soothing those fibroid symptoms. Herbal teas and anti-inflammatory foods can be our allies in this journey. Think of ginger, a staple in our kitchens, with its warming properties and ability to ease inflammation. Turmeric, with its vibrant color and powerful anti-inflammatory properties, is like a golden ray of hope. And let's not forget our local heroes, egusi and ogbono seeds, packed with properties that can help shrink fibroids naturally. These are the remedies passed down through generations, a testament to the wisdom of our ancestors. Now, we've talked about the good stuff, the foods that nourish and support our bodies in the fight against fibroids. But just like in any battle, there are foes we need to be aware of, foods that can actually worsen our symptoms and make this journey even harder. And trust me, I've been there. I've learned these lessons the hard way. First on the list are the usual suspects, the processed and fried foods. Now, I know, they can be tempting, but these foods are like fire to our fibroids, fanning the flames and making them grow bigger. They're loaded with unhealthy fats and refined carbs that disrupt our hormonal balance, creating a breeding ground for fibroid growth. Think about it. When we fuel our bodies with these processed foods, we're not giving them the nutrients they need to fight back. It's like sending a soldier to battle without any armor. We need to be mindful of what we're consuming and make choices that empower our bodies to heal. Next up, let's talk about estrogen, the hormone that plays a significant role in fibroid growth. While our bodies need estrogen, too much of it can be detrimental, especially when it comes to fibroids. Certain foods, like red meat, dairy products, soy, and alcohol, can actually increase estrogen levels in our bodies, creating an environment where fibroids can thrive. Now, I'm not saying we need to completely eliminate these foods from our diets, but moderation is key. And speaking of things we need to be mindful of, let's talk about pesticides. These chemicals, while intended to protect our crops, can actually harm our bodies and contribute to fibroid growth. It's like a hidden enemy, lurking in our fruits and vegetables, unseen but potentially harmful. But don't worry, we have the power to protect ourselves. Washing our fruits and vegetables thoroughly before consuming them can help remove some of these harmful chemicals. And whenever possible, opting for organic produce can minimize our exposure to pesticides. Remember, knowledge is power. By becoming aware of the foods that can fuel fibroid growth, we can make conscious choices to nourish our bodies and support our overall well-being. It's about taking control of our health, one bite at a time. Chapter 3. Moving our bodies, calming our minds. The power of lifestyle changes. Now, we've talked about the power of food, the foods that heal and the foods that hinder our journey with fibroids. But our well-being goes beyond what's on our plates. It's about how we move our bodies, how we manage stress, and how we nurture our minds and souls. Let's start with exercise, that magical elixir that benefits our bodies in countless ways. And no, I'm not talking about grueling workouts at the gym, unless that's your thing, of course. I'm talking about moving our bodies in ways that bring us joy, that make us feel alive and energized. It could be as simple as a brisk walk in the park, feeling the sun on our skin and the wind in our hair. It could be dancing to our favorite music, letting our bodies move freely and joyfully. Or it could be the gentle practice of yoga, connecting our breath with movement, calming our minds while strengthening our bodies. And speaking of calming our minds, let's talk about stress, that silent saboteur that can wreak havoc on our bodies. Chronic stress, my dear friends, is like a heavy weight on our shoulders, weighing us down and making it harder to thrive. But just like we can learn to move our bodies in ways that reduce fibroid symptoms, we can also learn to manage stress effectively. Meditation, that ancient practice of quieting the mind and finding inner peace, has been shown to reduce stress levels significantly. And if meditation isn't your cup of tea, don't worry. There are countless other ways to find calm amidst the chaos. Deep breathing exercises, even for a few minutes each day, can work wonders in reducing stress hormones and promoting relaxation. Journaling, pouring our thoughts and feelings onto paper, can be incredibly therapeutic, allowing us to release pent-up emotions and gain clarity. And let's not forget the power of alternative therapies, ancient practices that have stood the test of time. Yoga, as we discussed earlier, is not just about physical postures. It's about connecting the mind, body, and spirit, promoting a sense of balance and well-being. Naturopathy, a holistic approach to health and wellness, focuses on harnessing the healing power of nature. These therapies, often used in conjunction with conventional medicine, can provide a well-rounded approach to managing fibroids and improving our overall quality of life. Remember, my dear friends, our bodies are resilient, capable of healing and thriving when we give them the right tools. It's about making conscious choices each day, choices that nourish our bodies, calm our minds, and empower us to live our best lives free from the grip of fibroids. Outrow your journey to wellness starts now. Did you find this helpful? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us spread this vital information to more African women. Up next, when to see a doctor. Symptoms you shouldn't ignore. Some signs indicate serious complications. Don't miss this crucial episode. Have you experienced any of these symptoms? Share in the comments. Next time, we'll dive into when to see a doctor. Symptoms you shouldn't ignore. Some signs can indicate serious complications. Don't miss this important episode. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay empowered. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video.